Hey, what's up, guys? Gonna be showing you my James Bond collection. I've been getting more into James Bond lately. I've always, I've liked the character. I was never like someone who watched every single James Bond film ever back in the day, but I did see some of them and I did enjoy them, throughout the years. And I started watching more like the recent ones with Daniel Craig, and I started getting more into, the character, and I enjoy the films. I've become more of a fan, as of recent, and this is my collection of James Bond that I have. There might be more later on. I might make another video because I'm sure I'll collect more stuff, but this is what I have for you guys that I'm going to show today. And we're just going to start off with the DVDs here, which I guess we'll start off with the OG, the first James Bond ever, and that's, Sean Connery, if you can see that well, the lighting. This is a 3-movie set, which has Dr. No, From Russia with Love, and Goldfinger. I've seen Dr. No recently. I really enjoyed it. From Russia with Love, wasn't much of a fan of that one. Kind of slow-paced film. I've been watching Goldfinger, and so far I like it. I'm in the middle of watching it right now, but I'm starting to watch some of the ones I haven't seen, because some of these I have not seen. But I've gotten so into James Bond recently, I decided to get all the movies. But this is the Sean Connery Ultimate Edition of 3 films DVD set. This is Volume 1. And then we got another Goldfinger. It's just a single DVD that I got a while back. And this is You Only Live Twice, which I remember this one being good. I've seen this one a little while ago. I saw it. It was pretty good. The artwork's pretty nice in here. So, yeah. You got Dr. Loomis right there. But, from Halloween. He's in one of the James Bond movies. And we got here Never Say Never Again, which this is an unofficial James Bond film, which actually was the first Sean Connery James Bond film I saw back in the day when I was a kid. So this was my introduction to Sean Connery's James Bond. So I have nostalgia when it comes to this film. I think it gets a mixed reaction from fans. I don't mind the film. I think it's entertaining. It's definitely better than a couple of the official James Bond films. And if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's pretty good. For something that's not, it's unofficial, it's for a James Bond movie, it's not too bad. It's not included in any of the, box sets. You have to get it by itself, but it's pretty decent. So, Never Say Never Again. And then we got For Your Eyes Only. Which I think I saw that a long time ago. I can't remember. Octopussy, I have not seen. So, there's a lot of Roger Moore ones I have not seen. And The Living Daylights with Timothy Dalton. This is actually one of my favorite James Bond films. And I grew up with Timothy Dalton and Pierce Bronson as James Bond. To me, they are James Bond. I mean, I like Sean Connery as well. A lot of people prefer him to be, you know, the best James Bond. Honestly, I think I like Pierce Bronson a little bit better, actually. Maybe that's controversial to some people. I think Pierce Bronson's actually the best James Bond, in my opinion. But I mean, Sean Connery's good too. I think the thing is, Pierce Bronson has the most entertaining James Bond films. You know, the action packed and entertaining, and yeah. I mean, Sean Connery's good as James Bond, but his movies are not as entertaining. At least so far as some of them that I've seen, they're not as good as Pierce Bronson's, in my opinion. Although Goldfinger could change my mind if I watched the entire thing. But The Living Daylight's pretty good James Bond film, one of my favorites. License to Kill is pretty good too. And Timothy Dalton was only in 2 of these James Bond films. And then Pierce Bronson, which he's a really good James Bond. GoldenEye, this is probably my favorite so far. Like I said, I haven't seen all the James Bond movies, but so far this is my favorite one in the series, along with Living Daylights. But GoldenEye is a classic. I mean, this is a really good movie, really entertaining. Tomorrow Never Dies, okay, not as good as GoldenEye. And The World's Not Enough, pretty entertaining. I liked it. It's got some good action in it. And this is a Ultimate Edition Volume 2 James Bond. And that's how you open it. That's how the case looks like. You got A View to a Kill, which I saw this a long time ago when I was a kid. I remember liking it, but it's been such a long time since I've seen it, and you know, refresh my memory on the film. But yeah, I remember it being good. Thunderball, I have not seen this yet, so be all new to me when I watch it. The Spy Who Loved Me, haven't seen it either, but I definitely look forward to watching it. Another copy of License to Kill. I'm fine with having a couple of, you know, copies of certain films. Doesn't bother me, and plus it's got the artwork and everything, so that's pretty cool. Die Another Day, yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, yes, no, it's just that movie just didn't work. Not at all. This is a Blu-ray set that I got. It's called Bond 50. It has all 23 Bond films, which is kind of cool. So I went ahead and bite the bullet and bought this thing. I only paid like $22 for it. So that's pretty good considering it's Blu-ray and it's 23 Bond films. So this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see it well. And so it looks like it's like a slip cover. The only downside about this set, it's a pain in the ass to get these things out. Other than that, it's a great set. The picture quality is awesome. When I was watching Dr. No, it was like fucking a brand new movie. That's how good HD quality, the remaster or whatever they did with it, looks awesome on Blu-ray. And I'm actually currently watching Goldfinger, so that's why it's not here. That's why it's missing, because it's in my Blu-ray player at the moment. But yeah, it's the artwork. You got the girls next to the years of when the movies were made. This set has from Dr. No, the first film, all the way to I believe it's, what was the Skyfall? That's what it was, Skyfall. So 22 of the films, and it has 23 discs, which the last disc is like a bonus disc, which I have not watched. It's got a special features or something like that. This is the James Bond that people don't like, which I'll get around to watching that one. He was only in one James Bond film. But this is how it looks. But for 22 bucks, you can't beat it, man. You just can't beat it. These films, as entertaining as they are, good action, everything. So that's what it looks like from there. And that's the back. Gives you the listing. Dr. No, From Russia with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, Her Majesty's Secret Service, Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die, The Man with the Golden Gun, The Spy Who Loved Me, Gold Raker, and For Your Eyes Only. And then this is the other one. Got some more stuff here, more artwork. Christopher Walken. It's pretty cool that he was in a James Bond movie. Sure, he's playing a villain. He usually does. Timothy Dalton as James Bond. Pierce Bronson. And Daniel Craig. It just has all the James Bonds. And it's bonus disc. And that's it with that. So it's pretty cool. That's the set. And the movies on here. We have Octopussy, A View to a Kill, The Living Daylights, License to Kill, Goldeneye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World's Not Enough, Die Another Day, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and then bonus disc. So 23 disc, 22 bucks. Can't beat it, man. You just can't beat it at all. And this is just some Blu-rays my friend Sterling sent me, which I showed this off before. This has Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time to Die, which honestly, I did watch these films recently, all 5 of them, the Daniel Craig ones, and honestly, my favorite one is this one, No Time to Die. That's my favorite Daniel Craig James Bond film, along with Skyfall. Those are my 2 favorite Daniel Craig ones. And Quantum of Solace is pretty good too. But yeah, those are my favorite ones of his. And this is the last thing I'm going to show to you guys. This is a James Bond movie posters. I probably won't flip through the entire thing, but it's really nice. Got some cool stuff in there. Neat artwork and stuff. If you can see it well or not. here. Dr. No. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to show this whole thing though. Some images. Promotional posters of Dr. No. This covers from Dr. No all the way to The World's Not Enough. From Russia with Love. Some cool artwork though. Goldfinger. Yeah, I figured I'd buy the book instead of buying individual posters of James Bond. It was cheaper. I only paid like $6 for this book, which was pretty cool. Let's go through it quickly. This is Casino Royale, which is like a parody of James Bond, which is kind of strange this is in there because it has nothing to do with, you know, the official James Bond films. It's just a parody of James Bond. Peter Sellers in it. And Woody Allen's in the damn thing. You got Peter Sellers right there. Woody Allen. I've never seen it. I heard it's bad though. Only looked twice. Let's go through this quickly. Spend too much time on this book on Her Majesty's Secret Service. I hear this isn't a very good movie. Or he's just not a very good James Bond. A lot of people don't like him as James Bond. George Lazenby. I've heard nothing but bad things about him. This is Diamonds Are Forever. Live and Let Die. Pretty cool. They actually have James Bond comic books. I don't know if people are aware of that. I saw them, they looked interesting. And I like to get maybe some James Bond comic books and some Funko Pops of James Bond. Be kind of cool. Spy Who Loved Me. Moonraker. This is a really cool poster. It's a really good one. I like it. For Your Eyes Only, that's another good one. Good poster. Octopussy. Never seen that one, I don't think. Check that one out one of these days. Some cool artwork though. Got octopus in the background. A lot of posters. And the unofficial James Bond is in here as well. Never Say Never Again. Just pretty cool. It's kind of underrated. I don't see why it's not included in the official releases. Because it's actually not bad. Kim Basinger is in it as Bond Girl. One of her earlier films. View to a Kill. This is a cool poster too. Living Daylights. I love this poster. It's my favorite James Bond poster. It's Living Daylights. License to Kill. I think that's the VHS cover right there. Back in the day, VHS was around. GoldenEye. So far, it's my favorite James Bond film. But it could change once I watch Goldfinger in its entirety. Tomorrow Never Dies. Terry Hatcher was so underused in that film. I like Terry Hatcher, but she just wasn't in it enough. It's kind of disappointing that she wasn't in it enough. So I like her as an actress. This is a cool poster too. It's another favorite of mine. Some of the best Bond girls too. Denise Richards. Yeah, definitely. Always liked her. And that's pretty much it with the book. That is it. Alright guys, well this is my James Bond collection so far. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will talk to you later sometime down the road. Alright guys. You have a good one. Take care.